Yep, women, our depression rates go down, our health goes down, our emotional health declines.
This is why we struggle to have conversations. Describe it. Let's talk about it.
Better for men than they are for women.
Right.
Men get more benefits out of it.
How do you feel now that a relationship is more beneficial to a man than a woman?
Statistically, men fare better in relationships.
Men live better, your
better,
depression rates go down, your health actually goes up. You got to think about this.
And on the
most
contrary,
men don't even have.
do not when married.
Yep, women, our depression rates go down, our health goes down, our emotional health declines, all of these things. Men actually benefit more from this.
Somewhere along the line, someone told you that because it sounded good, and you never fact checked. It sounded good. It fit your narrative, and that was all the evidence-based, data you needed. You ran with that and said, this got to be true. If I can find something or I hear something that simply elevates me and it puts down men, then that convinces me of the idea that I don't need a man. In fact, I'm doing men favors by being with them. Then you'll simply accept it. This is why we can't have real conversations, because one, you're operating for what sounds good, what feels good, even though it's demonstrably false, even though the data behind it tells you completely differently. Across every metric, or most metrics, married people do better than single. You get better health outcomes, you get better emotional outcomes, better longevity for your kids, less emotional stress and trauma for your kids, better outlooks for your kids. Your median wealth is higher, your net worth is higher across nearly every metric, right? And we're gonna say from you being in a healthy marriage and you being single but healthy. This is what we're matching up against. What they like to do in these conversations is say you're in a terrible, awful marriage versus you being happy, healthy, and single and rich. No, this is junk science at its best. It tangentially touches on something, but mainly touches on your nerves and your emotions to play on that, and then you simply believe what comes after that. Even easier, I can just put it in a meme and put it on Instagram and let the algorithm do its thing, and you look at that, you believe that, and then here's the dangerous part. It flowers your conversations. You use this to make salient points when you're supposed to have real conversations. You're quoting stats that you never stopped and said, oh, that's interesting. Let me look it up. Before I integrate it into exactly who I am, before I integrate it into proving the points that I'm going to be talking about throughout the rest of my life, let me just look it up and see if it's true. This is why we can't have real conversations, because you don't want to do that work. It's so easy to advertise to women, so critically easy. It's not saying that men are completely immune to this at all. No, it's very easy to advertise, to tell you what is important. We've primed you for this level of thinking. So all we have to do now, the larger conglomerates, the larger companies, or whomever, all they really have to do is send a little prompt and you'll do the work. You'll do the work. Do we have better outcomes together, especially in the Black community? Absolutely. Our net worth, our home buying abilities, our ability to get out of debt. But if I were looking at it from a conspiratorial sort of view and I wanted both parties working, all I have to do is tell you some nonsense like this and you run with it. Yo, why do I need a man? Okay, so you continue to work, he continues to work, you guys continue to spend. You spend in ways trying to attract each other, but you fundamentally have lost the ability to pair bond. You just keep doing this forever. Keep spending, keep stimulating the city's economy. Okay, that's fine. But in terms of you accumulating wealth and keeping that wealth for yourself, having it in banks, having it in real estate, having it in property, these are things that you can do to uplift your community. You can give your kids better outcomes where they don't have to be cogs in the machine, where they can also be landowners, where they can also be entrepreneurs, or they can rise into some of these other fields that eventually starts in a small family, becomes a community, becomes a movement. But it's easier when I just tell you something. Like I said, you're primed and ready to believe the nonsense. All I gotta do is make it sound good. That's why it's so easy for you to get pandered to. But you never stop and ask yourself, just the same way you never stop and look at any of this data yourself. Is any of this working? Is any of this working? Are you getting the outcomes that you want? Or are you simply accepting what they're telling you you're supposed to get. Now the conversation is about you being, as my cohort is aging, as we're getting to 40s and 50s. Now the concept is now, yo, just live by yourself. Live by yourself. 30 years ago, that idea used to terrify you. But now it's a scenario which you are ready to accept. You are ready to accept that because we're telling you to do that now. You played your part beautifully. You ran the single route. You had relationships, you in and out of relationships, you continue to spend, you have no savings whatsoever. You have no retirement whatsoever. You're going to work until you die. Great. Oh, we didn't anticipate the advent of AI and we don't kind of need you to do that, but you played your part beautifully. And for that, the reward is more of you consuming more and more and more. There's no end game. There's nothing laid out for us at the end of this road. We're going to at each other's throats. There's nothing. There's no plan. Right? You just look around. Look at the people that pioneer the internet, the millennials. There's nothing for us. There's no plan. There's no roadmap that says you can do this and then this will happen. We'd be better served if we had some real conversations. But listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Yeah, I know it's late in the video. I know it's late in the video. A lot of you probably already watched your parts of this, but still, listen, we got a live stream coming up Sunday, Central Time. Be there, jump in the chat, have some fun with us. We got memberships open, and we got some merch in the store. So hype the video and share the video. So look, listen, this is what is fundamentally the problem. It's not just that you've heard it. You've heard something saying, yeah, you're with a man and he drains you. Your marriage drains you. You see people with failed marriages get online, you know, and this is outside of just the black race. Failed marriage get online and women saying, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Because this went wrong for me, don't do it. I went to McDonald's and I bought something that had a bad hamburger and I threw up. And I'm telling all you, don't ever go there. Don't ever go there. Better yet, I went to the gym and a weight fell on my leg and I had a bad experience. I had to be hospitalized. I had to get insurance. And I'll tell you, don't work out. Don't work out. Don't do that. And we believe it. We take that on. We believe it because something is difficult right now. Getting into a healthy relationship, it's primed and said it's difficult. We've always said marriage was difficult. It requires work, but it was something you aspire to. It's either we become so lazy or we're sitting there primed not to do any of this work. I can tell you to hustle, do all the stuff you're supposed to do. You work hard and the world's going to open up to you. Now I want to tell you, get a man. Now it's supposed to be easy. Now he's just simply supposed to do these things. Your husband's supposed to do these things. Your girlfriend's supposed to do these things. It's never, we forgot the part about we're supposed to work hard. We just believe the junk. And they continue to do that. The internet is littered with more and more stats, more and more sayings, more and more things like this. So for you to simply believe and say, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't need men. We don't need men. We don't need men. Okay. Again, you know, on this channel, we're never going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. We're just saying be aware of the consequences of it. This is one of those scenarios that you walk a path too long. There's no going back. It's a side scroller. That's it. Like we used to play in Mario, Super Nintendo Mario. There's no going back. This is it. You can't backtrack after a decade and a half, 2 decades of this misandry, misogyny, whichever side of the aisle you're on. You don't have the ability to walk it back. You don't have the time it's going to take to deprogram you to walk some of this stuff back. So a lot of us, what we're saying now, what we're consuming now, what we're believing now, what we're pushing for now is probably what we're going to believe in the next 15, 20 years, or possibly for the rest of our life. So at the very least, even if you're firmly entrenched in where you are, look up, do some research on your own, own the information for yourself, not simply jumping in and saying, oh, I know this point. I know this part of it. Here's what's supposed to happen. Oh, being with a wife, she gets drained. She gets, there's changes happen to you from having a baby. Absolutely. I can't even begin to speak on that. That's not my place to speak on that, but you're having babies either way. Realistically, look at the data for yourself. That's a simple ask. There's nothing. And if you disagree with that, if you kind of want to believe what you want to believe, all right, let me know why in the comments below. But if you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. Just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.